Hey you guys, JMan37X bringing you another Cookie Clicker update video. That's right, everyone. Finally got another update. He's posted a bit of news. He posted that this was going to be coming out just like a few days ago. So, and also sometime later, he said within the year he's hoping to push out a beta for the dungeons to his Patreon followers. So, as always, if you want to support him, be sure to check out his Patreon, links at the top, and I also will link it directly in the description. But yeah, anywho, let's go ahead and hop into version 2.02 beta, as you can see here. Right off the bat, I noticed there's this little, you can see this kind of little lockdown here. Currently playing on the HTTP protocol. So I remember he had mentioned this at some point, that the secure and not secure versions had different saves. I don't know what the advantage of using one over the other is. But apparently you can click this to go to the secure version. I'm just going to keep going with what it is for now. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to see what happens. Let's just do it. Of course, it's the beta, so I can just put over my save. Yeah, okay. So now we're in the secure one, and here it can take you back to the not secure one. So that's good. So before, this was kind of an unaddressed difference. But now it's actually at least mentioned in-game that, you know, if you don't see your save, maybe you just click on this thing and you might see your save again. But anywho, as always, let's go ahead and head over to the info. This is the going off script. Pretty short, you know, it's a very straightforward update, but we always like those around here. So you see we added a new building. If we scroll down here, we can see we now have Javascript Consoles. That's the new building. I absolutely love it. Great cookies from the very code this game was written in. Nice little art there, and I really like this one. So that's exciting. The buildings are getting even more meta. And he's also said in a tweet, I think he had he woke up with the ideas for 2 more buildings. So we'll see what those end up being. More upgrades, a lot of that stuff. Updated the Russian bread cookies icon to reflect their Cyrillic origins. I only just read this line, actually. Not sure exactly what that means. We'll try and find that and get to the bottom of that. Also released the... Yeah, so the mobile version is in public beta. I never did an update video on it. I might at some point. I don't recall it adding a ton of new content, which is why I didn't do a video on it. And I also don't play it a ton, because I mostly just play the web version. But if there's ever an update to the mobile version you guys want me to do a video on, just let me know. Again, I don't keep up with it that much outside of what he posts on like Patreon and his Tumblr and stuff. So it'd be very helpful. But anyhow, let's go ahead and hop into the meat of the update. As always, you guys know I like to do a side-by-side here with the current version to see everything that's been added. You see there's no new heavenly upgrades, so we don't need to worry about that at the moment. If we go down here to upgrades, I believe there are 19 new upgrades. Yep. 485 compared to 506. We got, or wait, no, 506. No, sorry, 21 new upgrades. I don't know how to do math. And then, which is interesting because actually, if we scroll down to achievements, there are also 21 new achievements, I believe. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Intentional or unintentional. Very interesting. He added a new tier of milk that he said, I think, is absolutely disgusting or something along those lines, so hopefully we'll get to see what that is today. Well, actually, it might be in milk selector already. Let's see. Mint milk. Here it is. Mint milk, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that, yeah, I especially dislike mint, so, that certainly doesn't sound very appealing to me. And also, I think the only other thing I wanted to show in the side-by-side is that, you'll notice my CPS is a little bit different. Hold on, I have unfocus. There we go. You'll also notice, actually, my CPS is a bit different. All the buildings have been slightly rebalanced. So if we just look at fractal engines here, each fractal engine produces 501.971 undecillion, but over in the new version, they do 526.423 undecillion. So I don't know if this was a balance to some of the multipliers, or if this was a balance to a bunch of the buildings, but as far as I can tell, every single building was buffed, slightly. So actually, that makes me think, let me see if I can check. Our multiplier here. How's our multiplier? Yes, okay, so that's actually what it is. It wasn't a building excuse me, it wasn't a building rebalance. I've probably made this mistake a couple times in the past. I never thought to check this. But the multiplier in the beta is 36.27242 septillion% for me at least, and in the previous version it was about 2 septillion less. So not a building rebalance, but it was a maximum multiplier rebalance, I guess. Although I just realized that I got 2 new achievements when I logged on, so actually it might have just been that. Anyway, I digress. So let's go ahead and take a look at all the new achievements. He's pushed the late game a little bit further, as you'd expect since he added a new building. Before, let's see, I think I had the last in this chain. Yeah, I had the last one in the maximum CPS achievements. But now there's 3 more. Bake him away toys. I like he's doing a bit different art for these ones. 1 duodecillion per second, 10 duodecillion, and I'm gonna assume, let's see, so this next one is gonna be 100 duodecillion per second, which I thought I had actually per second. Huh. Maybe it's not that then, because it looks like I should have that, right? Cookies per second. So yeah, I'm almost making. Okay, might be 1 tradecillion then. He might have actually skipped ahead 1. I'm not sure. And then the cookies in 1 ascension before 100 quintessilion in 1 ascension was the max, but now it looks like 1 septdecillion, I guess, is the new max. So this is 100 quin, 1 what is it? Sextillion, 100 sextillion, and then 1 septdecillion, I believe. So late game is pushed quite a bit later. And then some of these other ones that I don't have are just... Of course, there's the whole string of new achievements for the new building. And, anyway. So, for upgrades, we got... a few of the boxes actually got an extra cookie, which is nice, because I remember before, the box of cookies, I think, had more cookies than the other Heavenly Upgrade boxes, but now they seem to be more balanced. You get Hava Breaks and the box of Bran Biscuits, pizza in the box of not cookies, which is nice. Not a cookie, that's what. And then crackers in the box of maybe cookies. Also get a new kitten upgrade, which this is probably going to boost my CPS a lot. Oh, yeah, that was a lot. Okay. Yeah, the cat upgrades are always absolutely massive. So now we're almost up to 3 tradecillion. I still don't have this upgrade, actually. That's curious. I wonder what this one is, actually, then. Okay. What are these guys? Just a few more cookie upgrades. These are actually outside my price range at the moment, but I'm sure I can fix that. So let's just go ahead and pick up some of the new building here. Of course, I could just buy hundreds of them at a time. I have 12 variable success. No comments. A lot of coding references, of course. Mind your language. Oh, and there's the new milk. Yeah, because a lot of the achievements are just from getting all that stuff. Okay. Binary grandmas is the new grandma upgrade, which is nice. Boolean grandmas, string grandmas, not a number grandmas, also known as nans. Oh my god. I really like that one. Okay, so let's just buy them all. Oh, there we go. Okay. So what is the cutoff on this last one? Yeah, it is 1 tradecillion cookies per second. I thought I had that at some point. Oh well. Okay. So there's that. These are still a bit out of my price range, but I can probably do a bit of finagling to get that to work. So then the last ones are 400. Okay, so it's going to be what, 500 and 600 then? Let me see here. The highest one for most of these actually is 500 of that building. But there's another building after it. I actually can't even afford 500 JavaScript consoles, so I'm going to be working at that a little bit here. Let's see. These you get when you actually ascend, I believe, so we're going to see those in a bit. What are we doing for upgrades? Yep, we're only missing 3. Okay, so there's no funny hidden upgrades this time. Let's go ahead and get all of this. Where is the... Buildings are cheaper. Do this one. So we can get a couple of those upgrades. Can we get... No, we need, like, sextillion. Yeah, okay. So we're pretty far off on this. I'm probably going to need to ascend. To be able to actually afford some of this new stuff. Which, as you can see, I'm long overdue for an ascension anyway. So that's perfectly fine. I think, let me see. Cookies bake this ascension. Okay, so I'm not even up to 100 quintessilion. I find that the bake X cookies in one Ascension achievements generally, as you can see, they generally take longer than the have X CPS, just with how the progression has been with those so far. So this is 500 JavaScript consoles. What is that? I actually don't know what this one is right here. Obviously, there's also going to be one. Oh, look at this. This is interesting. I didn't even think to check that. Of course, there's also going to be one for getting into level 10, which I'm just going to go ahead and... That's kind of loud. Which I'm just going to go ahead and do because I have a bunch of sugar lumps saved up. So we just got Alexandria. I'm sure there's really good flavor text on some of these. Okay, well, not on the achievements, but on some of the upgrades here for the JavaScript consoles. Yeah, look at how wordy some of these are. Got eval, game.loop, software updates, cookies++. These are all pretty nice stuff. Oh, I meant to check the, yeah, what do we got for synergy upgrades here? Grandma's gain 5% per JavaScript console. JavaScript's gain 0.1 per grandma. That's pretty good. Chance Maker's gain. Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty huge. That's going to boost up Chance Makers by a lot, I feel like. Let's see, what actually is the ranking we got here? So 5 duodecillion. Yeah, Chance Makers are almost as good as JavaScript consoles, actually. Okay, well, maybe. They're about half as good, but they're way better than Fractal Engines. And Prisms are also better than Fractal Engines. So Fractal Engines are now the 4th best building in the game, despite being the 2nd to last building in the game. So that's pretty fun. How are grandmas are actually really good. Yeah, 800 decillion per second. That's a lot, considering this is a super early game building. You can see, like, because of the synergy upgrades, some of these really are quite good. And you see the benefits that the grandmas are giving, in total, account for over half of my CPS. So you never want to count the grandmas out of this game. Anyway, I digress. I think that is going to do it for this video. That's we've seen, I believe, everything of interest that it has to offer, besides this upgrade. That, I mean, the only thing it could be is for 600. Oh no, it's for 4. Right, there's a 450. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, never mind. It's for 450 and 500. Nice. JavaScript consoles. Dude, what if we're all living in a simulation? Like, what if we're all just code on a computer somewhere? That's the name of that one. I'm sure this 500 one is really good, but unfortunately, not quite going to be able to afford it. You know what? I'm going to ascend anyway, so let's see what we can do here. Just out of curiosity. No, not even close. Okay. Anywho, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my twitch.tv channel. Currently streaming a mix of Dicey Dungeons and Borderlands 3, which I'm doing co-op. I typically stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Sometimes I stream on different days because I'm working around my buddy's work schedule for the Borderlands 3 streams, so also join the Discord if you want to keep up to date as far as live stream changes or just to hang out. We got a lot of cool people over there. Okay, hold on. I actually totally forgot. I was actually looking through the Reddit and it reminded me that I had completely forgot about the new aura for the dragon, of course. I don't know how I forgot that. Also, interestingly enough, when I loaded into the update, I didn't have the fully trained dragon anymore. I actually had to do it again, presumably because of the new building, so they want to make sure that you actually can afford 200 of the new building before you get the fully trained dragon. But anyway, if we go ahead and check it out, it was a really interesting one too. I can't believe I almost missed it. 1/10 of every other dragon aura combined, which is quite a lot. So you get what, about 0.5% more effective kittens, 0.5% more effective clicking. Grandma's gain, what, like, was that 0.1% of every non-grandma building. I'm not sure how the dragon harvest works. Maybe there's just like 1/10 of a less probability of getting the dragon harvest and whatever the dragon flight here. So all of these things you get a very slight effect of, which is very interesting. I'm not sure what to make of that. Golden cookies appear 0.5% more often. It's really, I'm not sure how exactly this is. I mean, you get a ton. The main thing about that is you get a ton of small golden cookie benefits. So if you're an active player, this might actually be good. For idle, I think you're probably still better off going with the kitten and the prism, unless you're still growing sugar lumps, and then of course you want dragon's curve. But for active players, you may actually want to run one of the like golden cookie auras, as well as reality bending, just to get a ton of small golden cookie effects. It's really interesting. Obviously, I'm going to switch it, and you're going to see my CPS drop a whole bunch. But still, that's a really interesting aura, and I'm glad that I made sure that I actually talked about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys are looking forward to the next cookie clicker. I'm sure the full release will be mostly the same, but I'll probably do a video on it anyway, just for the people who don't play the betas. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you guys later.